ABC Cycle 2, Week 9, 5th edition, new memory work. Timeline and math. The timeline. Byzantine, so ASLB, Byzantine, Emperor, to do the sash, Emperor to show royalty, Justinian, so ASLJ, Byzantine, Emperor, Justinian, Benedict, another B, and the Masticism. So you act like you're putting the hood on. Benedict and the Masticism. Mohammed, so ASLM. Mohammed founds Islam. So we usually bow when we say Islam a couple times because they pray many times a day. So Muhammad founds Islam. Zangai, so we just do a big X. We outline not an X, sorry, Z. We outline a Z with our finger. So Zangai and early Ghani in Africa. And then we just do that with our lap because on the CD the song has lots of drums right there. Franks defeat. So you do the sign for defeat. Franks defeat or conquer Muslims. So bring back your M. At the Battle of Tours. And then you just put your arm in front of that to make a T. This is not an ASL sign, it's just a fun sign. And it helps remember that after Muslims comes the Battle of Tours. So, Franks defeat Muslim at the Battle of Tours. Golden Age, so we are going to do the sign for gold. You go from your ear and go into a Y for yellow. Golden Age of Islam. Let's do that again. Golden Age of Islam. Ooh. Vikings, so our ASLV. Vikings raid. So for raid, we're taking. So Vikings raid and then trade. You're offering it up. Vikings raid and trade. Okay, let's do it all together.
Byzantine Emperor Justinian, Benedict and the Masticism. Mohammed founds Islam. Zanga early Ghani in Africa. Franks defeat Muslims at the Battle of Tours. Golden Age of Islam. Ooh. Vikings raid and trade. And like usual, hand motion, say it, introduce it, sing it. Roll the dice. Fast. Plug nose. Byzantine Emperor Justinian. Benedict and the Masticism. Mohammed founds Islam. Zanga early Ghani in Africa. Franks defeat Muslims at the Battle of Tours. Golden Age of Islam. Ooh. Vikings raid and trade. That's
We would do timeline. Math, 15s. This is to the tune of the Ants Go Marching. So I think for our activity for this one is we're going to have everybody marching. So they're going to be standing single file. And after we introduce it and say, of course, then everyone's going to be singing the song while they're marching. I'm going to have a spot marked on the ground, whether that's just a big thing of tape, like masking tape, or a piece of paper that's taped down, but something in the way that we're walking. So if we want to walk around a table or just in a circle, and in that path will be that mark. When we stop singing, then whoever is standing on that mark will have to answer a multiplication question. Like 3 times 15 is, and they say 45. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120, 135, 150, 165, 180, 195, 210, 225. So 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 15 is 30. Probably run through that real quick. And then everybody would come up and then we would do our march. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, stop. So it's kind of like musical chairs. English, interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, what? So this one is going to be chanted interrogative pronouns. So interrogative pronouns asks a question. Interrogative pronouns, interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, Interrogative pronouns, interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, what? We're going to start slower on this and then go faster and faster depending on how the kids are doing. And then if there's olders and you feel like you can do this without things getting too complicated, then I will assign each one a word. Sally is who, and Jimmy is whom, someone is whose, someone is which, and then someone is what? We'll assign each child a word, and they will take turns saying it in order, and then we'll sing it all together. Interrogative pronouns, interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, what? Interrogative pronouns, interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, what? Okay, and that's English. History. Tell me about some absolute monarchs. This one, it's got a lot of names and it's got a lot of places. So to help the kids remember this, I made a little bit of a visual and there's going to be some interaction. We will sing through it a couple times first. Between the 1500s and 1800s, Henry VIII of England, Louis XIV of France, and Philip II of Spain, and Peter the Great of Russia, Frederick the Great of Prussia, ruled during the age of absolute monarchs. Then I'll say, okay, who wants to be Henry VIII? Someone will raise their hand and I'll give them this. I just did a really quick, rough outline of England. And on the bottom it says Henry VIII, so they can see it and have it. And I'll hand this to whoever wants to be Henry VIII. And then I'll ask who wants to be Louis XIV. And I'll hand Louis XIV this with a picture of France. And the same for Philip II. And them this of Spain. And then whoever wants to be Peter the Great, I'll hand them this of Russia. And whoever wants to be Frederick the Great, I'll hand them this of Prussia. Then after everyone has their papers and they're assigned a person, I will do it in order and I'll point to Henry and I'll say, hey, who are you? And he'll say, Henry VIII of England. Then I'll point to the next one, say, who are you? And they'll say, Louis XIV of France. And they'll say it just like that and hold up their card. Of course, this works with older kids. We'll go through those 5 people, and then when we get to the end, who are you? Frederick the Great of Prussia. And then we'll all sing through the song again. Tell me about some absolute monarchs. Between the 1500s and 1800s, Henry VIII of England, Louis XIV of France, and Philip II of Spain, Peter the Great of Russia, and Frederick the Great of Prussia, ruled during the age of absolute monarchs. And then we'll go ahead and switch. If there's other kids that want to participate too, then I will get a new Henry VIII of England and hand them the card. We'll go through it again. Who are you? Henry VIII of England. Who are you? Louis XIV of France. And after they go through that, we all sing together the song again. Tell me about some absolute monarchs.
Between the 1500s and 1800s, Henry VIII of England, Louis XIV of France, Philip II of Spain, and Peter the Great of Russia, and Frederick the Great of Prussia, ruled during the age of absolute monarchs.
And that's history. We'll just keep doing that as time allows. Latin. First conjugation, endings, pluperfect tense. To help us remember this one, I'll say, plu, it stinks in here. I need some air. So the pluperfect tense starts with eram, eris, erat, eramis, eritis, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense.
Plu, it stinks in here. I need some air. Eram, eris, erat, eramis, eritis, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense.
So we'll start it like that every time to really help the kids remember that pluperfect tense starts with eram. And we'll sing it like that and pass lamb around and the kids can take turns. Science. What are some parts of the sun? This is put to the tune of You Are My Sunshine, and we will use Bob for this one. He'll do it a couple times, and then the kids will come up and take turns. What are some parts of the sun? Some parts of the sun are core, radiative zone, convective zone, sunspots, photosphere, solar flare, and corona. We're going to start it real slow like that a couple times before we pick it up. What are some parts of the sun when it gets a little faster? Some parts of the sun are core, radiative zone, convective zone, sunspots, photosphere, solar flare, and corona. And that's science. Keep singing it and pass them Bob around. And geography, the Caribbean. This is put to the tune of Cucaracha. And I got this song and the hand motions from CC Happy Mom, and I'll link that video in the description. So this one is singing it with hand motions, and then of course always show what it looks like on the map so the kids can see where it's at, and the hand motions make more sense when you see where it's at. Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica, and then comes Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico to the east of islands of Caribbean, Cuba, Jamaica, and then comes Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico to the east of islands of Caribbean.
One more time. Cuba, Jamaica, and then comes Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico to the east of islands of Caribbean.
And this is what it looks like on a map. Cuba, Jamaica, and then comes Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico to the east of islands of Caribbean. All right, that is week 9. Hope that helps.
Sissi, Sako 9.
This one is first conjunction endings. It's not conjunction. First conjugation. There we go.